Hi guys. Whoa, the news is out. Let me change this sticker. The news is out. Y'all hear? The FDA is to regulate naturally growing herbs if you're trying to sell them. Now, there have been a lot, and I'm so glad I'm going on live now after posting that. Finally got it out because it was so many things that were going on while posting that one article about the FDA potentially regulating. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I meant to look up where that 117th, I can't even remember, 117th Congress is, because they're about to get this thing passed. And watch how this trickles down. And it's not going to just be regulating natural herbs. Y'all do know that, right? This is just the beginning. You know, once, the big pharma, FDA, gets their hands into natural herbs with a regulation, I'm telling you, y'all tell me, how will that affect, anything? Because, of course, I know I'm seeing both sides of it. Of course, you want to be able to make sure that the natural herbs that you're getting, the supplements and things that they're trying to regulate, that you're getting what you're paying for, and that it's, diagnosed. Because y'all need to listen to this. Let me read it yet again, because I know I did a couple takes, and one was like, I don't know, it had the bang, but it's like the information was there, but it's not as clear. Listen to this. This is amazing because this was the Dietary Supplement Listing Act of 2022. So this just happened. It was introduced in the Senate on April 26th of this year. So this is just happening. So it's called the S4090. And it's before the 117th Congress. Now, they've been working on it since 2021, and they just presented it to the Senate April 28th of 2022. And it is called, again, the Dietary Supplement Listing Act of 2022. Now, I'm interested in finding out how this trickles down. Now, let me read to you exactly what it states. And it's just a bill. So, it hasn't gone anywhere yet, but we need to talk about it because they about to, when I think about picking clothes and being able to give it to Simeon, and he give me a few EC because he needs it, I picked it, and I got it. What? No, that's here in St. Lucia, but that's kind of the same thing. Your sage, I don't know. Y'all comment on how you feel about the FDA potentially regulating naturally occurring herbs, the dandelions, the ashwagandha, all of it, the burdock root, the cloves, the sage. All of these have medicinal things that, am I going to have to actually, I haven't processed it properly. Let me read it to you so you can process it yourself. This bill imposes various requirements on dietary supplements, including by requiring the person, an individual or entity, responsible for introducing a supplement into interstate commerce to register the supplement with the Food and Drug Administration, FDA. Under the bill, the responsible person must register with the FDA specified information about each dietary supplement to be offered for sale, including 1, a list of all ingredients required by regulation to appear on the label. 2, the conditions of use. 3, any warnings and precautions. 4, certain claims characterizing the relationship between certain nutrients in the supplement and a disease or a health-related condition. And basically, and I'll go through the translation once I finish. And 5, the responsible person's contact information. And 6, the location where the supplement is manufactured, packaged, labeled, or held. Now, all of this has to be done within 60 days of the effective date, and the effective date is 18 months after whatever. I don't care about those dates. Not now. I want to go through a couple of these lines, and you all tell me if I'm tripping or what, because I'm thinking that as herbalists, they, spout, and I'm not an herbalist, but I do sell detoxes, those that I've used on myself with case studies. But I think that's kind of what they're getting to, kind of standardizing the herbal community where it comes to, the sale of these herbs and things. So with that being said, they're saying that they want all labeling as for anything else to be in proper order with herbs as well. Like when I do my detoxes, I have a list of all the herbs that are in all the tea bags, and it tells you with each herb the exactly what that herb is good for. So the conditions that it treats. So I'm kind of in line with all of this, but the actual regulation of an herb, a natural, I don't like it at all. Not about FDA, and I nothing government. I think they have their hands in way too much, and once they start, they don't stop. It doesn't stop there. So here's another thing. So of course, putting all ingredients, listing all the ingredients and putting them on a label. Okay. The conditions of use. What it's used for is what I translate that as being. What is the supplement used for? Now, this is duplicitous in a way because next they're saying, okay, if I say burdock root is a blood purifier, okay, I put that. And then I put that the claims characterizing the relationship between certain nutrients in the supplement and a disease or a health-related condition. I translate that as meaning, okay, I'm got burdock root in my tea bag, but I also have Cascada Sagrada, and I tell what Cascada Sagrada is good for, and all of these are considered combined in a supplement, or I would consider my tea bags as the supplement because there's a mixture of herbs. And I do disclose exactly what herbs are in each tea bag and what conditions it treats and what they're good for. So first, the burdock root, I'm labeling it and telling its condition of use. The conditions for burdocks use is to purify the blood, but it also has claims that I characterize as being beneficial for different diseases. When you thin the blood, any other herb that's used for any other condition, whether it be chronic or otherwise, gets into the bloodstream faster because of burdock. And I guess I would disclose it that way. But I'm getting too detailed with that, because this to me is shocking. I don't know why. It's shocking. I knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. Big Pharma, these people are greedy. Like, what? And I have to say, it may not completely be coming from Big Pharma, but you better bet Big Pharma's going to be behind it. Now, they may have to, align themselves as well. But just think about it. Tell me what you think. Let me go through some of these comments because I'm thinking too much and I'm thinking too deep. Okay. Legna Nurse is a new member of My Alkaline Vegan Journey's family. Welcome to the family. And we got Bradford. J1 says, that's crazy. Yes, it is insane. But we keep letting these little things happen. I'm telling you, give them this inch where they're protecting the consumer, making sure that everything is labeled, da-da-da-da-da. That's why you got to search out reliable sources. You have to search out reliable sources because with that, I'm telling you, you don't need regulations. You sift the crap out by yourself. Once the government gets in, you think they just gonna up and say, okay, everything's taken care of, we're gonna leave? Hell no. That's not how it works. Y'all, man, we grown adults. We know better than that. Hi, Big Rex 137. Good afternoon. How are you? And welcome. You're in South Carolina there. I'm in St. Lucia here. Yes. Y'all come on in. I'm going to go back to this because this is kind of big news for those of us really dealing with making sure our health and wellness is on point. And I'm going to tell you, it's done in part with these herbs that they want to regulate. And I'm telling you, kind of like this marijuana stuff. Hey, how are you? With this marijuana stuff, it's different. This marijuana, from what I understand, is not the same. Once the government gets in, regulates, they have a whole system of denaturalizing anything they touch. Y'all see it. It's on your food shelves. On the grocery shelves, all your food and stuff. It's like they can't help but play with science and, play with this, that, and the other. And I'm going to tell you what. We keep in this thing, and it's funny. It says, let me finish reading this last thing. It says here, for a supplement that is organized, it says something about you have to disclose, the location. Now, it's too many things in the news right now as far as locations, right? Okay, we get a whole bunch of people like Big Rex down there in South Carolina. And he knows that the climate is perfect for soursop. And we all know that soursop leaves is good for the freaking heart. Any kind of heart disease. They tried to stop this stuff from being grown here back in the day. Now, in the news also, we got all these big companies buying up real estate to the tune of a couple $1 billion from what I understand. And these properties are then going to be rented. Okay, that's another story. Let's go on to the bigger stories. Bill Gates is buying up farmland and, there are clouds of smoke that are over properties that are doing this. It's illegal to collect rainwater. All of these are just some of the things that are in the news. Accompanied with this, they want to regulate the herbs. And not only do they want to regulate the herbs, they want to know who you are. And they want to know where you are, where your herbs are located. They want to know all of that. Y'all, I'm telling you, am I thinking too deeply into this? I mean, could it be that they want to take a pen and plot where Rex and all them people down there growing soursop so they can I don't know. Am I thinking too deep? Yeah. So, hey, user DC Granny. Hey, how are you? I thought that was you with just a different name. How are you? Welcome home. Y'all, this is interesting because if Rex, decides just on his own property down there in South Carolina to go ahead and grow up some doggone orchards of soursop, because I'm going to send them the seeds because I got them right here. Y'all know I got loads of soursop seeds. I'm going to send him the seeds, and he going to plant them orchard style, and he going to start growing soursop because they got the perfect weather. Now, my alkaline vegan journey, he got these orchards growing nice. And I'm going to say, guess what? Rex, we're going into business. I want to buy all your soursop leaves. He sends them up to D.C. I go through them and inspect them and everything. And I start bagging them. And y'all know I can't sell them anymore. Not after the FDA gets a hold of it. I got to go through their red tape. I'm trying to figure out how us small people are going to really transition, because I ain't trying to do nothing illegal, because we'd be the first ones. They target us, I think, So that's why we're better than most, because most of us, because of the fear of them just being who they are, come down on us. So we try to do everything in proper order. So anyhow, I think that the small business owner is going to really suffer, because I bet the red tape is not going to be free, and that it's going to take forever. And then, because with clean hands, when I have people, I serve food. the cookies, the candies, they came in my kitchen, and they did a clean hands. Where it's not called clean hands, it's an inspection that they do for people who are selling foods and stuff. And I was like, so I'm sure with the herbs and stuff, they're going to go through all that. They're already wanting you to disclose the how you're characterizing this herb as being related to any kind of ailment. You've got to, publish that. So I don't know. It's going to be really something else. He says, nope, you're not. You don't want those soursop seeds, huh? But soursop is supposed to be so good for the health, so good for the heart. And I'm so sorry I'm on late. I'm either I'm on at 12 here or at 2 here, which means that I'm either too early or too late. So I'm sorry. I'm going to get it right. I have been sucked in by this new assistant that I have. It's called Chat GPT. And I'm seeing how people are trying to use it. I can already see, my background is computer electrical engineering, and I've been fascinated by AI. And to see it amongst us right now and see it actually being put to work is really fascinating. But I am often reminded by what Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking referenced as far as AI and machine learning. We're going to get really used to it. And this machine that houses many of it, and I hope they got different servers. I hope they're really breaking it down where no one can really master everything and be, I'm telling you, y'all think iRobot was just, y'all know better now. Y'all know that it's foreshadowing something. What in particular, we don't know, but soon in history or in the future from our history, we find out. iRobot is this. It may not have the physical robots yet, but yeah, y'all seeing the TikToks with the actual robots, and they look all real. They got the expressions and all that. This stuff ain't over. Again, I referenced Stephen Hawking and Elon Musk, who is part owner of Chat GPT. And I'm kind of glad because he sees where this can go. He's one, I think, more responsible, knowing, but he ain't going to be able to control not the thing. It starts with the initial algorithm. And with that initial algorithm, if you've really got the loop right, the machine learning aspect of AI can surpass whatever. When I think about it, it's fun and it's interesting, it's really helpful and all that, but then you have to think about the idiots. The idiots mess it up for all of us. You really have to think about it. And I'm thinking about the information that these bots are being served right now. They can be so biased. Of course, I'm putting in things about the vegan diet, and of course, they've never heard of Dr. Sebi. It's not allowed to go to the internet to search for anything, so that's good. So, and again, what I say, Elon Musk being a part of this has put this thing into a nice little chasm thus far, in that the only learning that this bot is getting is from direct input from the algorithm and things that they have supplied it with, and the stuff we're putting it with. But when you add 2 and 2, it's always going to be 4, and you go with what they put in as far as the algorithm. And the algorithm is just a series of programs that allows kind of like an open loop for the I want to say aptitude, the actual knowledge seeking to be ever stacking, so that once you put information into the computer, it retains that and it learns from that, from other people's input. So I'm putting in stuff about alkaline vegan. Somebody's putting stuff in about veganism. Somebody's putting stuff in about alkaline water. Somebody's putting stuff in about so many different things, but this thing is that smart where it can put it all together and come up with something to serve you when you ask it, okay, what is that's another thing. Let me tell y'all this. What you all will find if you do decide to travel that road is that just like in iRobot, I can't remember what part. I think it was when the hydroglyphic or the what is it called? Hologram. Why am I saying hydro? I'm thirsty, that's why. Anyhow, the hologram actually told Will Smith that he had to ask the right question. You hear what I'm saying? You have to ask the right question. It's so fascinating to see how this artificial intelligence robot works with the same question, so you think, but it ain't. And it's almost kind of getting into the bot. Like you're getting into him, forming a relationship because you know how he thinks, you know what he responds to. Because you will soon get that red blockage where we ain't got that, this is an error. Shut it down, whatever. And I think there are entities that are accessing these spots now that are putting in some things that are blocking things. Like, of course, everybody's trying to put in websites. And all I was trying to do is put in something, because I have my own code. I've been working on my own website for a minute. Y'all know that. And I'm still using Square. Horrible Square. But anyhow, I put in some code, not the code. I actually asked for what I was looking for to supplement the code that I have to add this on. And quickly, it's like error. But initially, I was able to get it to actually provide coded program that I can put into a text editor and run. And now it won't do it. So I know, I'm telling you, these things are so biased. You put information in to guide it in a certain direction. And if it kind of goes in, unless you can bring it back, and there's certain words that you have to use in your questioning that you rule. If you got, and that's why I say call me. If y'all want to get in, y'all need to know the right questions to ask. Call me, because I'm kind of working this thing like a dream. And you got to be careful. Do not put personal information in. And I'm already under the thought process that as soon as you access the program, it's got all your stuff. It's got it all. It really does. You know, it's smart. You know. And I can't help but wonder how Elon Musk can use the info. And you know, there are databases upon databases being built on this platform like no other. And there are many more that can be, that are probably getting all of our information, anyone who's accessing this stuff. And it's going to get to the point where even if you're not accessing it, because of your relationships with folks that are accessing it, they got your stuff. So, you know, and somebody asked me, you know, why embrace something that you're going to, man, because guess what? It's here. What you going to do? Try to duck it? And I'm going to tell you like this. You won't be able to duck it. People are going to be using it on you or whatever. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I kind of get depressed because, you know, it makes colleges obsolete, lawyers obsolete. I'm telling you, you could draft all kind of legal documents specific to a jurisdiction. I was really stunned by that. Yeah, you want a piece of real estate in D.C., you can have it. I got to do some more research with it. But there are people, I'm looking at TikToks where people are going way out, doing some really great things. And I think the simpler things, just research is what this is good for. Just simple things to gain knowledge. And don't rely on this either. Y'all know what I'm saying? Use it as a guide, a source of further investigation to be researched. Because it'll tell you in the disclaimer that some of the stuff is wrong, dead wrong, and I can tell you that. Because just the little tester stuff that I put in, I can tell it, it's being formed. It's being educated right now. And some of the education that it's getting is like Wikipedia. Anybody can put anything in there. And unless somebody goes in and physically changes it, that's there. And everybody's reading that stuff thinking that it's real facts. Some of it's so far off, it's like, come on. And that's with this too. So y'all, check it out. Use it wisely. If you need any help, I've got some experience with this AI thing. But next, our fast in January. Are you all ready? Is anybody ready for the fast? Because y'all know what day it is today? December 15th. Why is time flying? Y'all, help me. Today is December 15th. We got 2 weeks before this fast. Yes. 2 weeks. 2 weeks before the fast. That's 14 days. So 15. Okay, 2 weeks and some days. Y'all need to get the chelation. Y'all need to be boiling that stuff up right now as we speak. But let me tell you something. I'm so proud and astonished and grateful, thankful, all of that wrapped up into one. Because finally, and I don't know, maybe when I first got here in February, God was like, ain't nobody planting. I don't care how nice the weather is. Ain't nobody planting in St. Lucia in February. So nothing came up. All the greenery. I guess there were no bees either. All the greenery came up. All the stuff was so beautiful. Not one fruit from nothing. So I did it again. Because y'all know I have so many seeds. And I keep seeds. And y'all, please. The end is drawing near. I'm now seeing posts about people in other countries that don't have access to seeds. They got to buy seeds. I don't know how that's possible. I really don't. And then I hear about them spraying stuff. I don't know what that is either. And I would suggest, just to be on the safe side, have some of your stuff inside. The seeds, keep some. Anyhow, let me show you my garden. I don't know why I'm on this depressed mode, because everything is good. Everything is really good. Y'all, I'm in St. Lucia growing cantaloupe. Look at there. Growing cantaloupe. First one. And there are more up there. I roped it up, and for some reason, I guess this works. I'm trying to just steady it. Because I know that this is going to be stressed. That's going to get stressed. The resilience, I'm going to check. I'm not going to touch it again. I figure every time I touch stuff, it just goes south. I messed up a mango tree, trying to bring it back. But these seeds galore. Avocado, golden apple, mango. And look at the peppers growing. Peppers are doing really well. And another soursop tree just popped up from nowhere. I didn't even see that one. Another mango tree, and here's another soursop tree. Y'all, I've been showing y'all this every day. Go back and look at my lives on YouTube. My Alkaline Vegan Journey is the same on all social media platforms. Soursop seeds, Big Rex, these are the ones I'm going to send you. She says, nope, no, you're not. I'm telling y'all. And this is papaya. Look at that. It's actually going to do something. Not a lot of dirt here because it stops like right here. The dirt stops like right here. That's what my neighbors told me. Isn't that such a waste? It's all concrete. Talk about the concrete jungle. I'm in it in St. Lucia. All of this is mango. Then we got another pawpaw. They call it pawpaw. Papaya. And look at the peppers. I got one really nice pepper. And it is bell pepper, and it's this big. It has gone from the green stage to golden. I'll show you all in a minute. But look at the tomatoes. The tomatoes are doing so much better now that they're separate. And this right here is called Persian orange. It's a sour orange, and it is so good. Sweet and orange, it makes a great juice. The tomatoes are doing really well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all my other garden right quick so I can show y'all that bell pepper. It was stunning. I don't know why. It was in great soil. It was in enough space at the time. It's no longer. But, yeah, I keep it back here because, like I said, this is the concrete jungle. No joke. No green space whatsoever back here. This is my backyard, and I share it with my neighbor over there. But, yeah, look at the bell pepper. Is that not cute? That is freaking cute as crap. And I'm going to let it stay right there because I want you all to see how it first was green. Now it's yellow. It's going to merge right into that orange and then right into red. And when it's red, it's going to be nice and sweet, ripe, and ready for any kind of dish. And it's going to stay that size, you know, if I can keep the ants and things off of it. But look at what I got growing here, guys. In pots. You can do this. Anybody can do this indoors. I was in D.C. kind of the same way. Never thought I'd be like this in St. Lucia, but really I'm not. I'm choosing to be here because I'm close to the beach and, you know, all of that. But in here, anywho, this is tamarind. This right here is tamarind. And look at how strong the base is. I've got 3 nice strong ones. And the soursop may not make it because it just picked the wrong place to grow. And this is also sour. No, these are limes, key limes. And this is tomato, of course. And I can't remember what these are. And I just planted these. I can't remember what these are. And I'll come back to that. But look at this avocado. This is avocado. You can kind of see the seed down there from whence it came. And then we've got a few tomatoes down there. Y'all, I'm out of space. So I'm putting everything in everything. And look at the ginger. The ginger's going down there. And it's growing so nicely. So quickly. Man, plant yourself some ginger so you can go right to the garden, to the pot. Now, this is Panadol. This is a painkiller. I take the leaves off this, green as it is, and put it right in the pot with spring water and bring it to a boil. Any pain that I feel anywhere is naturally gone quick. Now, I think this is a weed, but we'll see. But these, I can't remember what they are, and they're growing so nicely. I've been really taking care of them. They're doing well. And check this out. Look at this. This was not supposed to be, and I guess I should have done some research on this. This is ginger, but this is the ginger flower. I have to show you all the picture, but this is the one that has the little cone flower. This is this. And it died completely back. So I was putting all kinds of stuff down in here. And the mango seed was like, freak that, I'm going to stay. I ain't going nowhere. Everything else died back when it started to grow. And the mango's like, mango is pernicious. I think we should be eating mango every day. Y'all heard of my theory, right? I think these fruits that grow so easily and grow, every seed basically grows. I believe that those are the fruits and things we should be eating more often. Things like avocado, where you have, the one seed, and it didn't grow as fast. It's not as pernicious or anything. And it's, high in cholesterol, even though good cholesterol. But I think we should just be limited in the use of that. Unlike that for mango. It just seems like with mango, I'm telling you, when I first got here, mango, crazy. I thought it was going to turn orange. The mangoes are so good. And I'm to the point where I'm freaking eating the skin. It is so good. And it's so good for you. And when I started doing research on mango alone, the butter that I make with the seed itself. I have a video on how you take the seed out of the pod and you blend it. It's got some other ingredients where you fluff it, and that stuff is great for the skin, great for the hair. I'm telling you, it is really, really very good. And I'm telling you, it's so moisture filled. And to be able to get it straight from the seed like that, when you take the seed out, it's got like a waxy kind of film to it that is really, it's going to be nice. If you can really incorporate, and you do have to incorporate a carrier oil, and I use avocado oil, which is phenomenal. I've used coconut oil before, but it's too loose. It seems like grapeseed oil and avocado oil are thicker, and it stands to reason why Dr. Sebi does not suggest us cooking with those lighter oils like olive oil, coconut oil, because the heavier oils like grapeseed oil and avocado oils and sesame oil have very high heat points, which means that it takes a lot of heat to actually bring that oil to a boil. And once it's brought to a boil is when it could become toxic. Because as you get past that heat point, the whole oil becomes toxic. That's why we don't cook with coconut oil. Is lightweight. I definitely don't cook with coconut oil. But some reason here, I don't know, they probably got coconut oil mixed with some other oil, because they cook with coconut oil here. And it's not like the natural, that's what it is. They're mixing it with something, because here in St. Lucia, they use a lot of coconut oil and they use a lot of soy oil. And I got to make sure I stay away from all of it, because I don't know how my body, even though from whence it's come, is different than what the precautions were in the States. And just like soya, y'all. And I've seen the GMO soya, and I've seen the real soya. Simeon is really good. He's good. He's the one that owns the farm in Babano, and they grow soya and they grow corn and some other things. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to change this roster life. We got to. I feel like we got to do some soursop trees. And it's funny because they have them, but now they got, I got the seed for the ackee. That ackee is good. Y'all look it up. I'm going to do a thing on it, because this thing has a lot of medicinal benefits too. It is amazing. So many fruits here that have medicinal content. And I wonder how they're going to... But I think also, if you are a company that's selling straight up supplements, I'm smelling something that's just does not smell good. If you are a company that is selling per se supplements, I believe that this new bill is basically for them. You got them in pills and things. The things. Can you regulate teas because they're herbs? Maybe because you make claims that these herbs can do whatever. And that's when they start taxing you and want you to be registered and all that stuff. I can tell you right here what it is and all that. I don't need to put any of that on any packaging. I'm just sending you some tea. And I don't want to be that way. My QR code is on my packaging, but there's nothing on the packaging itself but the QR code. And the QR code takes you to the website. And thanks to one of my customers, she actually alerted me that, I don't know, because I went back to it and I looked at exactly where the QR code takes you. And it's to a page, and the page has all the herbs that are alkaline vegan. And it tells you each herb tells you what it's good for. And then at the bottom, it tells you the teas and how to prepare them and all that. And I also did a video on how to prepare any of my detoxes. So that's on the page too. But I think that when dealing with, I don't know how that's going to work. I'd like to see clearer language. And you will, because that's just the bill. But see, when the bill is broad like that, you don't know what kind of language could be put in. So I'll keep you posted. I'm going to be looking out for this. I got to see what's happening. Yeah, I got some treats here that I'm ready to dig into. We're going to come back tomorrow and kind of go back to our regular schedule, because tomorrow is Thursday. Is today Thursday? I can't keep up with the days in this country. What is it? I'm always working. Like today, I was up at 3 o'clock this morning. I can't go to sleep. I mean, I'm getting rest, but it's during the day. I guess when the sun goes down, it's like my whole body has changed. And now it's getting colder at night. I'm actually wearing a sweater. Y'all, I got to show y'all the video when I came here. I had on this cute little outfit, but it was straight not appropriate for this heat. I was burning because I left in February from D.C. and it was cold there. So I, trying to look cutesy and stuff. But I wound up peeling all that stuff off. And I'm putting it back on because it's cold here. Who would have thought it got, cold like this in St. Lucia? I'm like, come on, help me. But I think also what we need to do is talk about our, y'all know we got to talk about our retreat. We got to stay focused because right now I'm thinking about April or May of 2023 having a retreat where all of my Alkaline Vegan Journey family members come here to St. Lucia. And I'm going to have y'all well taken care of with the place to stay. I want to do Airbnbs because my whole thing with being here is I love to give back. I'm living here in Grosse-Ile Village. It's the proper, it's the village. And there's parts of Grosse-Ile that extend past the village out to parts like Rodney Bay and Cap Estates, which are well established. They're newer developments, but you can tell that Grosse-Ile Village is the rooter scooter. And a lot of the things that they have here are kind of substandard, like the housing, even some of the food, because I don't know what's up with that. It's like we got a community market, but the farmers are not bringing the stuff there. I guess, I don't know, because every morning I get up looking for a fresh tomato or cucumber, so that when I break my fast, I have raw fruit, And most of the times when I go to the grocery store, they got plantain, maccabees, and all the stuff that you have to cook. I ain't trying to cook, So I think that I want to try to be, what do you call it? Somebody that actually helps here in St. Lucia in Grosse-Ile Village. And I think that if I could help reroute some of the farmers' traffic from these vendors on the side of the street and get them here to the community market. If I could get the front row, the waterfront up, because these guys, Larry, he owns Breadfruit Treehouse Club. He's rich as shit, but he just fixed the pier. And when I first got here, remember I was telling y'all the pier, to walk out there was scary as shit because you have to walk on the side and it's a tightrope, especially if you're like this anyhow. But they fixed it. So now that means Grosse-Ile Village has access to the boaters, and there are loads of boaters. You should see all the boats that are just docked out there. And a lot of them are just passing by and want to just dart in and check some place out. And they usually choose Rodney Bay or Pigeon Point or Cap Estates, which are other communities that, of course, are on the waterfront. And they glitzy and stuff. So we got to fix our waterfront so we can bling bling, especially during these holidays. So anyhow, I don't even know what brought me to that. I don't know. Something is happening. Oh my God, I'm messing with something here. I hit a button and I don't know how to get out. Just touch the screen. Okay, let me see. Let me go back and read some comments because I know I missed a bunch. Okay, so, Big Rex says, they want to control every aspect of our lives and change us for everything. They want money. Their bottom line is money. They don't care nothing about us. You hear me? They care. They could care less about us. We get in the way of them making money. We're gone. So yeah, they don't care about us. Not at all. Big Rex says, I grow most of my food for the last 10 years or so and stay out of the stores because processed. I love this. Thank you, Big Rex, for joining us. There's a community here in St. Lucia of Rastafarians that live on a farm where they are doing exactly that. They don't come off this farm. It's 12 acres, and they don't come to these stores. They come out and they check out the rest of the world, but they don't. Everything they need, water, everything is right there on the property. And if they don't have it, they make it. They make it straight up. So that is wonderful to hear. That's what I'm talking about, being off grid like that. But then when I think about them spraying, and I think that's what happened in whatever country that was in Europe. And mind you, I only heard a little bit of it. But what I captured from what I heard was that there's a country in Europe that can no longer grow seeds. The people have to buy all their seeds because what they're growing now is not producing seeds. So they got okie doke, I believe, because I don't think anybody in their right mind would be just taking seeds, harvesting them, coming up with no seeds again and again and again. They got okie doke. Somewhere along the way, they got served some seeds and started planting those seeds from this company, and now this company got them sucked. They ain't never going to be able to grow a seed from their plants. They got to buy their seeds from them perpetually. Or get somebody to import some seeds but I don't know what the spraying is, but import some seeds that could produce seeds. That stuff is just so whack. And what's interesting is that once you introduce those GMO seeds in a wild environment, it completely takes over the wild. Did you all know that? Is that not some shit? So now they want to regulate the natural herbs. They want you to tell your name, tell where the herbs are, the location, and all of that, especially if you're trying to sell it, because you got to be in direct competition with some big pharma. You understand? I'm telling you, I can't extend trust to those who have shown me that they can't be trusted. You understand? What am I looking at on these grocery shelves? What is this natural ingredient that you have allowed them to put on this labeling and serve to us unbeknownst to us? And we're paying our money. Why is it we can't know? Okay, I'm opting like Big Rex. I ain't buying nothing from y'all. And I'm going to stick to that because I have not been back to Massey's. Massey's is the biggest store, I think, here in St. Lucia and in the Caribbean, from what I'm understanding. Glass is another one. I don't know about their practices, but I do know about Massey's. Massey's is a big store. They do take in food from the farmers. They up the price a little bit. And I say I don't want to go back to Massey's simply because I spent so much money there and it was marked up like you wouldn't believe. $1,400 is about, I want to say about $700, $800 US. And to me, I'm by myself. I don't have a family. I'm alone. And I don't shop like that, not even in the U.S., even here. And mind you, I was coming off of a 40-day fast, and I did have a lot of things in my cart, but I videotaped everything. And there's no way on God's green earth that stuff could have come up to $700 US dollars. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? $700 US dollars just on me. So I've had this vow, I'm not going back there. That was just stupid on me, them, everybody. I'm blaming everybody at this point. So I've been going to the farm, trying to get the stuff there, sticking to my alkaline veganism. You know, I had coconut today. I had coconut yesterday. Because I don't really have food. I'm not trying to eat that shit. I'm not trying to, as a matter of fact, let's eat some coconut. Thank God Miss K had some raw coconut. So Big Rex says, food isn't good. I'm learning a lot from you, ma'am. Send me those seeds. Yes, I'll plant them. Okay. That's what I'm talking about because I got seeds from all over. Everything I eat has a seed, And I just learned how to plant coconut. These seeds is what you have to plant. And I'm learning how to do that. And y'all see I'm struggling? I'm not going to struggle again. This is how we do it in St. Lucia. Let me take a cloth. I ain't going to be that Lucian. And they think I'm St. Lucian. I love that. They're like, you're no longer a foreigner. You're Lucian. Those are terms of endearment. Okay, so this is what we have to do. Take it in a cloth and just crack it. Okay, we got it. Now, it just pieced it in half, and I think that the halves are going to have the coconut in it, still lodged in the shell. Let's see what we have here. Oh, good. This is a lot better. But still on the shell. I didn't do it right. I'm going to have to take a knife or something. And, you know, this is the perfect snack. So, yeah, you got to drop me those digits so that I can hook up with you, Rex. Because I'm serious. Y'all don't understand. U.S. needs doggone soursop. They have proven that soursop leaves have a direct relationship to pausing and reversing cancer. I was stoked with that. And then doing further research to find out that they always knew this stuff. Or not cancer, heart disease. I'm sorry. They knew this all along and caused the U.S. I don't know how you do that, but they got rid of all the soursop plants that were here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm horrible with coconut. So I just want to keep my fingers out of the way and be able to eat like a rock star. So Rex, I got you. 5 trees is all anyone needs. Because it's about 5 to 7 years before they start fruiting, and then you are set. Because all my fruit has seeds. I don't understand. Why would you? I don't know. But it rained. Same way when I found out that they're actually taking the fiber out of fruit. I don't understand. And what about that don't you understand? They take the fiber out of the food because the fiber is what fills you up. So you're eating on that food, and you're going to be hungry again soon. So they make more money because you're going to go right back and buy more. It's crazy. The trickery is insane. So Rex says that is pretty neat when you think about it. Sure enough. I forgot what we were talking about, but I agree. Y'all have to understand that if we don't take control of our health and wellness, who do you think will? We are saying, not our physicians, not our pharmacists, not a grocer. And that's why I love being here. I've been really put back into I want to say, the way I remembered maybe the 30s being. And I wasn't born in the 30s, so I don't know. But anyhow, where here in Grocery Lake Village, you have everyone has got to hustle. And we feed off of each other because we know what the hustle is. I go to Annie's for this. I go to, for the bakes. I go to, I can't think of his name. I go to Southie for the other stuff. I go to Simeon for that other stuff. And then I go to Samson for all my, and Samson is in Castries, but he's growing my Grocery Lake grown plants. Because everything that he's growing, no, that's not true, because he has mango and some other things. So anyhow, but the Grocery Lake family feeds from one another. You got one person selling the rotis. You got one person selling the fish and fries, and somebody's selling the chicken and fries. You got somebody, and everybody's got their own little thing. Some people overlap because, of course, some people think they can do the roti better, and you know who these people are. So we go to each other and buy from each other, which is, I love that. I really do. And everything, just like the breadfruit chips, I call them French fries, but they're made with the Maccabees. All of that stuff is locally grown. Locally grown. Right here. You can see it. You can go to the tree. It's funny. Because back when I first got here, I was looking for limes. I just wanted key limes, right? Went to the grocery store. Nobody had them. Came to town. Nobody had them. Massey's didn't have them. Nobody had anything soury. No, nothing. No sour orange. No grapefruit. Nothing. And the grapefruits here are different. They're sour oranges. They call them grapefruits for some reason. But anyhow, I went to a bar, partying. And I see this person order a drink, and this guy puts the lime on his drink. I'm like, where you get that lime from? He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, where did you get that lime from? I've been looking all over St. Lucia for just one lime. And you actually put a piece of one on a drink. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Where'd you get that lime from? He's like, come here. He took me to the back of the bar to a tree of limes. So I no longer have the lime dilemma. And what's so interesting is the limes that he's given me. Only limes I've ever had since I've been here in St. Lucia, and they're growing now from the seeds of the lime he gave me. So, I love this lime. I just got to find me a place that does not have a concrete jungle for the backyard and front yard. I just got to find a place that's close to the water, and I'm looking close to the water and has at least a backyard. I like to grow at least one tree, leave my mark. Because all those trees up there, man, that would wreck this house. The roots, man. Unless I bonsai them. Anybody know how to bonsai? I do know that you have to take the plant out of the dirt, clip the roots, clip the new growth, something like that. So, yeah. Salify Diamond. I'm in St. Lucia in Grosse Ile right now. I moved here in February. I'm actually from, let me tell y'all where I'm from. I'm actually from Ohio, but I moved to DC, lived there most of my adult life, then moved to Australia. Moved to Australia with my son, went back to the States in 2020 to visit and couldn't leave. They had shut down Australia. And all those years I'm in Australia, it's never crossed in my mind that I really need to do my PR. My daughter, who is still there, she lives in Sydney, she was telling me, Mommy, before you and CJ leave, why don't y'all go ahead and do the PR? And I think the main thing that was stuck in my craw is like, I think they needed like $25,000 as a bond or something like that. I'm like, I'm not leaving $25,000 in the bank here in Australia, and I'm headed home. And we were going to be there for about 3-4 months, something like that. Because we were supposed to return April 23rd. March 16th, they shut the whole country of Australia down. And that was translated to me as that you ain't going nowhere. And I'm like, wait a minute. Could it really be that I'm stranded at home? Because y'all know I don't live there anymore. I got some family members, but I don't live there anymore. So for me to be there for 2 years, it's kind of like, what the freak? I left here for a reason, right? So I was able to go to Isla Mujeres. I was able to go to Bimini. I was able to go to come here to St. Lucia a couple times during that 2-year hostage situation in DC. But I was like, when I finally came here, I was like, you know something? Because I'm doing CMOS, I am not going to leave anything to chance. Let me just pick my butt up and head on to St. Lucia and do it the right way. So I moved here to St. Lucia in February primarily to harvest sea moss for my company. Yes. So, let me see. So, vegan love the skin you're in says, hey you, this is Shelly. Hey Shelly, how are you? You're a nutritionist? Shelly, very good. Very good. Being able to, hey, and Harry is here. Harry always comes, and Simeon was just here. He came here for my girlfriend Jackie. Harry is here again. And I'm telling you, this is all I have. This is all I have here. Harry is here.
Respect, the farmer is there. Hello.
The farmer Harry.
Happy Christmas. I come and see my
This is what I was talking about, guys.
Yeah, man.
You see how Harry comes
man.
from the
Countryside, yeah, man.
and he comes straight to my door. I don't even have to go to the market. But
man.
this is someone I need to talk to.
Yeah, man. That's the fire.
Something also.
Pass the wrong tube. Drink some water fast, baby. Drink some water. Pass in the wrong tube.
That coconut went straight back too.
Yo, yeah. You go to the wrong tube, man.
Guys, Harry always comes prepared. But see, this is who we need to talk to, and I got excited behind that.
Yeah, man.
This is who we need to talk to about providing fruits and vegetables.
It's a mango, baby. You go wash them, put them to right.
Mango?
Mango.
Wait, where the hell you get mango from?
From the country.
Y'all hear me? Queen Sheba's in the house. Hey, Queen Sheba, how are you? Angel, Delight, Pinky. No. We don't do that vax over here. I'm telling you, Angel, check this out. We did something better. We did something better than the vax. We took full control of our bodies. We did fasting, we did detoxing. We just built the hell out of our immunity. You understand what I'm saying? Supersedes that vax. Supersedes it. So Vegan Love the Skin You're In says, you and Dr. Sabi, I owe a lot. You are a pure angel. Know that I'm going gym. Peace and love, Shelly. I am so glad you came on. I am so glad, man. I remember when we were going through all the stuff with all the herbs and things, all the stuff that we needed to do after coming out of our fasting and stuff. And now she's a nutritionist. Shelly, I am very, very happy for you. And I'm so glad you give me any of that credit. But you know, this is my journey, and I just want to share it with all of you. And I hope many of you have testimonies like this.
I gotta go.
So,
this is for you.
Look at this.
I will see you
Wait.
here.
Listen, guys, he is blessing us. Oh my God. I don't have any more. Y'all, I got to get cash.
Maybe I'll see you for Christmas.
Listen, yes. Guys, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put up my Alkaline Vegan Journey cash app. I need you all to donate if you can, because I'm going to tell you, my neighbors, and I can't by myself. I really can't. They are such good people, but they have money here. That's why the village is like it is, and they are good. They are hustlers. Do you understand? Do you see this man? Y'all don't understand how far this place is. It took us 2 hours by bus to get to Bobino, and he's coming with this backpack. They are hustlers. You understand what I'm saying? He blessed me, and I gotta get some cash. I gotta bless him. These are what are called lemons. These are the lemons, the bumpy ones. This one's one that's not ripe yet. I'm gonna put these mangoes, but look at the mangoes. The mangoes are back. The mangoes are back. Mangoes are back. I had one the other day. The seed was so soft. Let me show you the seed. Where'd I put the seed? I'm putting seeds everywhere now, y'all. I gotta save them. It was so small that I cut right through the seed. These things are amazing. Oh my God, and I gotta let it ripen. Oh, I'm gonna put them right there in the sun. He's already washed them, and he washed them because he knows me. Because y'all, I just told y'all I eat the skin. He washed all of them. So guys, this is exactly what I was talking about. Now, he may not be from Grocery Lake Village, but you have to understand that this whole thing is it's spread so wonderfully. Like I said, this town reminds me of Mayberry. They have their own little police, and they have their own little fire department. But I think, because they want to break up the village and kind of expand it, and they won't really be able to do that. They've now placed the fire department outside of the actual limits. It's not even the city limits. And I have to take you all on tour because you can see there's one street in and one street out. And all of this in here is our village, all the way to the water. And once you go out, it becomes Grocery Lake, but not the village. And the police station and the fire department are all outside of the village proper. So, but I can't wait to really get something that's smelling like it's burning, like electrical. I can't wait until I'm able to really help some of them. We've got 2 projects that I'm hoping to set right around the time that we do the retreat, because it's going to be really big, because I'm going to make sure we get sponsorship from some of these bigwigs that have been, oh man, these people are suffering because the cost of food at Massey's, Glass, all these big is so high. And it causes Miss K, our local grocer, and Annie's to go up on their prices. And I'm telling you, it's crippling some of these people. If this man, Harry, didn't come around with some of his fruits at the prices that he can sell them, some of these people wouldn't eat. You understand? Some of these people wouldn't eat. And I think Miss K does have a farm. So she has, like, in the front of her store, some of the things that she brings in from her farm. And that is so helpful. But I wish she actually grew some fresh stuff, like, that can be eaten right away. Give it to me. Excuse me. All her stuff has to be cooked. She has the muckaboos, she did have avocados once. They were like this, though. And they were like $10 or something. I'm like, I know how I am with avocado. I don't want to be eating it like that. And I would be eating that. Oh, God. I couldn't consume. Anyhow, but there a lot of the things that could be here, like the golden apples, they got royal apples. They got, what are those things? Oh, my God. There's so many fruits here that could be in those markets that I could eat from and that I would buy. I can't even find a tomato here. Tomatoes must be hard to grow here, too. So I don't know. I've really got to do more research. But at some point, I got to, take a chance. So glad that Shelley was able to really benefit from this. But, and I'm hoping that many more, following her footsteps, where they can take some of the things that I say or somebody else and then be inspired, to do some other things. I've had so many people fast for the first time. And that was me. And all I can see is me. When someone tells me this is my first time fasting, I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. But guys, I'm not going to belabor all this. There's so many people that got duped into taking that vaccine. And I had, and I still have, a way to reverse it within a certain, I think it's a 24 or 48 hour span of time once you actually get injected, to take these herbs to completely detox it from your system. Now, taking it thereafter does detoxify, but it's already started the RNA duplication to the DNA. Man, my daughter, my daughter took 2 of the shots. My son took 1. I think my other daughter, man, and I saw the whole thing happening. She got the shot so she could go to Dubai to, visit her fiance. She gets pregnant. And now she's got the baby. I just can't wait to really see Luca. I'm supposed to be going sometime beginning of next year. But, the seasons are upside down in Australia, so I'm trying to get there before, April or May, because that's when it starts raining and all that messy weather. Right now is their summer. Winter in U.S., summer in Australia. So I'm going to see my grandson. But guys, I've got to end this. Thank you all so much for joining me. When you can, go to my page, look up the post on this new bill before Congress about regulating natural herbs. Please weigh in on this. Comment in the comment section about how you feel about this. I'm going to be back tomorrow. We'll talk about our fast in 2023. I love you guys. Let's stay on the track of taking complete control of our health and wellness. See you tomorrow, 12 noon, U.S. Eastern Time. Robin, My Alkaline Vegan Journey.